rubrics are one of those assets any 21st century teacher should have up his sleeve. In this video I'm going to talk about how rubrics help teachers to assess student performance, but also how they can help the student in delivering a top quality assignment. Furthermore, we will explore their use by students in peer-to-peer evaluation and self-evaluation while participating in cooperative activities. The most common use for rubrics is to evaluate a student activity, for instance, an essay or an oral exposition. It is highly recommended that the school as a whole agrees on a set of rubrics by levels to be used by teachers when marking this type of activities. For example, the language department can produce a rubric to evaluate oral expositions that will be used by any teacher, regardless of the subject. This makes sense for students as they see the coherence in the evaluation method of the activity, and through repeating the process, they know how to improve their performance. Another use for rubrics is in exams. Most European curricula now have standards of evaluation that teachers need to check in the exams. If prior to the exam the teacher provides the students with a rubric with the item or the standards that is going to be evaluated, the students will be 100% aware of what is needed for them. Furthermore, most countries ask teachers to give the marked exam, so the teacher at the end needs to keep them, so he cannot give it back to the student. But if you use the rubric, you can give the rubric to the student, so he understands his performance and what he needs to improve. Cooperative learning is one of the most commonly used pedagogies in education, but teachers usually face problems with evaluating this group work. Are all the members working equally, or is one of the students making most of the work? To solve this, you can introduce peer-to-peer rubrics where students are asked to evaluate the other members of the group. Additionally, you may also introduce auto-evaluation rubrics, because when you contrast how the student thinks he has worked with his partner's views and also with the teacher point of view, you are able to give top quality feedback to the student and precise instructions on how he can improve his performance.